Hey guys, today I will give you the comic book origins of Anti-Venom. In honor of Venom coming out in cinemas this week, I decided to do an origin story on one of the best symbiotes in Marvel Comics. I've already done a history of Venom and Carnage, so I decided let's do Anti-Venom. Anti-Venom is not actually a symbiote that was created asexually, much like Carnage, Toxin, and Scream. Instead, Anti-Venom is a symbiote that was given to Eddie Brock in a different way. Found praying at a church again, had Eddie Brock had actually been given a job at a soup kitchen by a man named Martin Lee, who was secretly Mr. Negative. After the charges that he was facing as his time with the Venom symbiotes, Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, had actually convinced the jury that it was not Eddie's fault of the actions he committed, but it was rather the fault of the symbiote. After this, Lee gave Eddie a job at the soup kitchen so that he could get enough money to try and combat his cancer. So that he could afford enough chemotherapy to try and combat it. But when Lee actually touched Brock on the shoulder, it actually awoke some remnants of the Venom symbiote that still lived within him. This in turn actually had the Venom symbiote bond with Brock's white blood cells, which would create a new symbiote that lived within Brock's bloodstream. A few days later, Matt Gargan, who is now Venom, was on the hunt looking for Spider-Man, but detected an even more familiar scent. Thinking it was Spider-Man, he followed the scent and it actually led him to the soup kitchen where he found Brock. Attempting to leave Matt Gargan, the Venom symbiote tried to reattach itself to Eddie, but instead a white substance started to leak from Eddie's pores, and the Venom symbiote was completely repelled. The white substance then coated Brock's entire body, creating a new symbiote, which named himself Anti-Venom. When Spider-Man arrived on the scene, he tried to break Venom and Anti-Venom up, but instead he ended up getting his lights punched out by both symbiotes. Eddie tried to explain to Mac that he was trying to save him from the symbiote of the dark and murderous path that it would lead him onto. Anti-Venom was able to drain Brock of the symbiote, which nearly killed it. But when Spider-Man intervened, Eddie detected remnants of the symbiote that was still in Spider-Man from the time that he wore it. So attempting to drain him as well, it nearly drained him powerless. But when the Thunderbolts turned up and Sonic Bird shot him with her incredible Sonic Cry, it did nothing to him, as Anti-Venom is not like other symbiotes who are intimidated and frightened of intensely loud sound. Not even Radioactive Man's abilities were able to defeat him. In fact, he nearly drained him completely, but Norman Osborn showed up and the Thunderbolts left. Osborn actually helped Gargan out to go up against Eddie again by fitting him with a new Super Venom symbiote, including a new suit that took the form of his old Scorpion suit, which was even filled with a metallic tail and loaded with enough poison to take him out. But even this suit wasn't enough to stop Eddie and the new symbiote, as he proved to be too powerful for him. Now, Anti-Venom is similar to all the other symbiotes, but very different in many ways. He is not reproduced by any other symbiote, so he's not a spawn of, say, Venom or Carnage or anyone, but it does have super strength, wall climbing abilities, incredible agility, and he also has the ability to manifest spikes out of his hands and the rest of his body. He's also teamed up with the Punisher on occasion as well. So basically, if you think about it, Eddie would have probably died if it weren't for Mr. Negative, since it was his touch that saved him, as the symbiote secretly completely cured his cancer. But we've actually seen Anti-Venom quite a few times in the comics and in TV shows. I don't think we've seen him in any games yet, unfortunately. I would like to see him in the Marvel's Contest of Champions game. I think he'd fit right in. But that's it for Anti-Venom, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. And don't forget, Venom comes out tomorrow. See you guys later.